An uneasy calm prevails in Dadri town of Uttar Pradesh after a man was allegedly beaten to death and his son, in fact, injured by a mob following a rumor that his family was involved in cow slaughter. The victim's son, Danish, was critically injured and is undergoing treatment at a hospital. Meanwhile, the police has filed an FIR in the case and is searching for the two absconding accused in the case. 7 people have been arrested by the cops so far. Massive security has been deployed in Bisara village where the incident took place. Primary or preliminary investigation has revealed that the rumors about beef was made from a place adjoining the village, following which a mob of over 50 people attacked victim Mohammad Akhlaq's house. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav has already ordered a probe into this incident and announced a compensation.
उसमें जो है 10 आदमी नामजद मुलजिम है, 7 की उसी रात गिरफ्तारी हो गई थी, बाकी जो है उनकी गिरफ्तारी हो रही है। बहुत सख्त कार्रवाई होगी उस पर, बहुत वो चिंताजनक, बहुत निंदनीय घटना है और उस पर बहुत सख्ती से कार्रवाई करेंगे।
Let's go across to Anindo Banerjee, who now joins us for more on this story. Morning, Anindo. Very disturbing news there. What will be interesting to know is how have the investigations proceeded in this particular case? Because the family says that these were people from the very same village.
Absolutely, Sanket. To talk about the investigation first, as you asked about it, there are 10 people named in the FIR. 6 have been arrested, 4 are on the run, and the police is saying that they'll be arrested probably in the next 24 hours. But there are several questions here. There are 10 people named in the FIR, but the mob we are told us of hundreds. What about the rest, around 80 or 90 people? What about them? Is police going to arrest them? 2, there has been intelligence prior to that. The call has been made from a loudspeaker in a temple to attack them. So what about them? Because there was prior intelligence that something of this nature is going to happen. So why did not the police not act? And three, the most important is that the Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav has intervened and donated, given a compensation of 10 lakh rupees. But no matter compensation is going to bring back the life. And the important part is that we're seeing a loss of a life by a mob. But the bizarre thing is that the meat sample has been taken and sent to the forensic lab to ascertain whether it's a beef or mutton. So it's a bizarre condition we're talking about, particularly in a state of Uttar Pradesh, some 60 kilometers away from the national capital, where what you eat will determine whether you will be killed or not.
Absolutely. What a point well made over there, Anindo, because that seems to be the case as far as Dadri is concerned. And by the way, Dadri is no back of beyond. It's just 40 kilometers from the national capital's border. It's stone's throw from Noida and Greater Noida. That's how close this incident has actually happened, and it should set the alarm bells ringing, where what you eat is actually going to determine what is actually going to be your fate, whether you will live or not. And what is even more surprising, that's the map for you, where we show where Dadri actually is. That's how close this incident is to all of us staying in Delhi. And it is very crucial as we play out these political reactions in just a short moment from now. You will see that there is perhaps a hint of indifference, where there are leaders, there are politicians who are saying that this is a misunderstanding which has led to, this incident that has taken place.
Any such incident, and there are many incidents of the kind that we see now, is very saddening, disheartening. To some extent, I think it's a major worry about which way we are going, what kind of national attitude we are encouraging. I think Samajwadi Party government needs to look a little bit inwards to see what its varied representatives are doing in different parts of Uttar Pradesh. It's not for me to advise them, but I think if they have any idea about their sense of responsibility, they will address these issues.
पिछले कुछ दिनों से पशुवध, पशु चोरी की घटनाएं बढ़ी थी और शायद उसी गलतफहमी के तहत ये घटना हुई है। मेरी प्रार्थना है सभी पक्षों से कि इस विषय को एक परिवार भाव से निपटाएं और कोई भी व्यक्ति कानून व्यवस्था को अपने हाथ में लेने का प्रयास ना करे। कानून अपना काम करे और दोनों संप्रदायों के बीच के अंदर दोनों गांव के सभी लोग आपसदारी के हैं, आपस में बैठकर इस मुद्दे को निपटाएं।
All right, going back to Anindo now. Anindo, if you heard the statement there, you have a minister in the government, the union government, who's also a local member of parliament of this particular region, who says, इस पूरे मामले को निपटाएं। एक confusion हो सकती है, पशु चोरी, there were instances of cattle theft, and that could have led to this confusion, a misunderstanding. Now, I don't think these are the best possible words to describe the loss of a family in his constituency.
Oh, well, Sankar, to begin with, yes, is cattle theft a reality in Uttar Pradesh? Yes, but to use those words, particularly at a time when a family has lost its main bread earner at a time, probably that's not the right time, and probably the way he has used those words is not the best ways to use a word, particularly from a minister who is in the union cabinet. But remember, Dr. Mahesh Sharma is not new to controversy. He has been in controversy earlier as well. He is a controversies child. So be it. But also, if you point, yesterday we have a sound bite from a former MLA from the area, Mr. Nagar, and he also said that boys were excited. So, I mean, does a killing happen out of excitement? These are very vital questions. This raises because had it come from a normal person, we would have understand. But when it is coming from people who are responsible, or people who have held positions, have been MLA, is our union minister. So these are absolutely bizarre statements at a time when probably a little sympathy would have taken them long from here.
Absolutely, Anindo, and that too, we are talking about a part of Uttar Pradesh which has been an absolute tinderbox, and we'll try playing this little presentation that we have actually prepared, which we will in fact be presenting in just a short moment, on how Western Uttar Pradesh has actually been on tenterhooks. It's a tinderbox where clashes have in fact taken place for the past 2 or 3 years, and it's very, very volatile. Okay, let's quickly listen into the reactions of the family, which is completely broken. Let's listen into what they had to say.
फिर उन्होंने दरवाजा बता बड़ी तकड़ा हाँ मैं भैया क्या उसकी वो बोली इखलाकी में, अरे भैया क्या बात है, क्या हो गया, क्यों दरवाजा खुलवा रहे हो? और दरवाजा तोड़ने को शुरू हो बजाने। फिर वो दरवाजे में 2 मिनट लगाई हमने, तो यहाँ को कूद के यहाँ आ गए। आप बतलाइए इसकी बर्दाश्त किस तरह से लाएंगे हम लोग नहीं अंदाजा लगा लीजिए। मेरे बच्चे को बचा के मार के खून में लूंगी छोड़ के और खींच के ले गए जनता में तो यहाँ बोल रही, अरे ये क्या कर रहे, क्या हो गया? और दानिश के मेरे को नू मार के नू डाल रखा, ईंट निकाल के ऐसी मोटी मोटी पलंग के नीचे छाती में मारी, मशीन मारी। बस आप जाके इंकारी कर लो, देख लो 75 बुरा। मंदिर में अनाउंसमेंट किया था, हमें कुछ समझ नहीं आया, उसकी वजह लास्ट में आवाज आई तो हमें जाके मारो। ये नहीं पता किसको कह रहे हैं, कहाँ मारने को कह रहे हैं। घर पे आ गए, शोर मचाते, हंगामा करते हुए मेरे बाबू को खचर के मेरे भैया को बहुत मारा। गांव के थे सारे के सारे गांव वाले ही थे, सारे गांव के थे, बाहर के कोई नहीं था।
According to the victims, it wasn't of particular interest to the mob that the girls of this house would stitch clothes for many of those who were a part of that mob. It also didn't matter that there was a senior citizen, a woman, who was being inappropriately touched and was subsequently punched. It also didn't matter that the father, who is no more, was actually someone who would often help out people, villagers in this area with their farming equipment and tool. It also did not matter that the eldest son of this family was a member of the Indian Air Force. What mattered was the allegation that this family had consumed beef, and for which they had to be taught a lesson.
Now for that presentation that we were actually talking about, we are not going very far as western Uttar Pradesh is concerned. The tinderbox western Uttar Pradesh as far as communal clashes are concerned. Let's talk about this year itself, 2015. In January, on the 26th of January 2015, an incident took place in Bulandshahr, which is also very close to the national capital. Tension over Basant Panchami celebrations. Then in Meerut, on the 27th of January, 24 people were injured in firing and stone pelting. On the 29th and 30th of June in Muzaffarnagar, clashes broke out over construction on disputed land. Then, 29th of July in Rampur, a boy was killed over a dispute over cow grazing. 8th of August, Badaयूं, violence after girl was raped and murdered. And then the latest, 28th of September in Dadri, a mob lynching a 52-year-old over a rumor that he was eating beef.